I'm here inside the Colne Town Hall building at the moment, and it's a very old building, beautiful building, and this is actually where everything is being done and being prepared for this particular blues festival. This is the 29th one, so as you can see, there's all sorts of things starting to appear, but the most important thing, as always, is the people. So I'm just going to introduce you to my colleague, my long-standing, long-suffering sidekick in these blues festival adventures that we've been having for quite some number of years, Paddy Maguire, and I see what Paddy's up to. What's going on in here then, Paddy?
Well, mate, how you doing? You well?
Good.
Right, what we're on with today is I'm just finalising everything for the backstage. Just to give you an idea, we have the Bible the Bible is written by the Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival for all the backstage guys. That thing's been going crazy, the phone. So all the backstage crew will get one of these. It's got all the running orders, the stage plans, all the contact details for all the band's artists, and contact numbers for everybody. One of the important things, I think you've done something already, Jason, is the PRS forms. So I've compiled all the PRS forms for all the artists. It's legislation. We've got to do it. So the law says we've got to have these in. Let's do it. And then also we've got all the details of intimate details of the bands that are playing for each stage, for each session. And then also we've got the parking things for all the bands. So they'll be handed out with the stage managers. Will hand these to the bands for secure parking.
And we've got, of course, all the contracts, so we know exactly what everybody's...
Who needs to be where, what time they're going to be there for, what accommodation they're staying in, where they can buy the purple lollipops and shaved llamas. We've got a little sweepstakes going, folks, and any musicians watching this will have a giggle, I'm sure. Between us, we want to know we're trying to figure out who's going to show up, or which guitar player is going to show up first with his carpet. Who's going to be the carpet guy? So that'll be interesting.
That's not a problem. I'll put it under. That's absolutely fine. It's been believe it or not, it's still been non-stop.
Yeah?
Still constant little wonderful.
So this is Naomi. Naomi is the actual hardest working person in the north of England, and she is she's the administrator for Colne Town Council, but in reality she does about 800 other jobs, mainly in this case all of the heavy lifting for the Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival, all the difficult stuff. What are you on with at the moment, Naomi?
I am just currently sorting out camping pitches which have been booked and replying to a couple of emails while I've got 5 minutes of people who are still asking questions about the festival.
And there's lots of people still coming in and buying tickets now, aren't there, walking in off the street?
The box office opened today at 10 o'clock for wristband collection and ticket sales.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty much non-stop since.
Okay.
And there was a queue at the door because I opened the door 2 minutes late.
Fantastic. Well, what would you say has been the sort of the trickiest bit, the hardest bit about the whole process? Getting the contracts back, maybe?
Yeah, maybe getting the artist contracts back. I think it's more coordinating it all together because we are quite a small team.
What's all that then, Pad?
Loud boxes, as I call them.
Loud boxes.
Lots and lots of loud boxes.
Secret ingredient of rock and roll, isn't it? A loud box.
Nobody ever gets to see this big. So in here, for example, we've got a Fender Deluxe. We've got 3 of these. We've got Vibroluxes, copious amounts of Fender Twins, all the Ampeg bass rigs, and 3 DW drum kits. So,
and these are all going?
They're all going. Well, there's the Hippodrome. There's the Muni, and then also over to the Mini Muni, well, down below the Mini Muni. So we're populating all those three, but we're all keeping them all from in one central storeroom, to which I'm going to be the only key holder.
That's a Fender Blues DeVille.
Yeah.
And the observant of you may have seen the some snares coming in here.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is, even though snares are classified as breakables normally, we did ask for the full kits here, just because people forget stuff, people lose stuff, people leave things in their hotel rooms, and we just wanted to be extra prepared. And there's even some hi-hat clutches,
4 Fender, yeah. This is the 4B20.
because they tend to go missing.
Got people complaining the trains.
Naomi is busy doing more admin.
You keep stopping me.
What have we got here then, Naomi?
So what
would
we've
you like
got
to
here is all our blues
explain?
merchandise ready to be on sale. So we have over the weekend our mobile merch sellers, so they have their wonderful trays on.
Oh, so these go out
So
like
these go out,
ice cream sellers
yeah,
in the old...
like ice cream. And then you can also buy merchandise like t-shirts, pin badges and things from the Muni, the Hippodrome, the Rugby Club and of course Colne Town Hall.
How long has it taken to organise all this?
The merchandise, several months, because we have to, things like the t-shirts we design, badges, and then we have to get them ordered and find suppliers and things. So it's a good couple of months' work, because they have a box.
And that's a special thing, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
a very special thing.
We got some blow-up shaved llamas in there. Like one guy's warning. Hi Paddy, I know you're busy, but can I have a harmonica player for the weekend?
This really does happen, actually, and I'm not going to mention any names, but they know who they are. A couple of days ago, literally 2 days ago, we had somebody send us through a thing who they've known they've been playing for 11 months, and it said, can we have a double bass? True, isn't it?
Yeah, guess where I pulled it out from?
You'd be amazed
Microphones,
what actually
doesn't
happens. Yeah.
So the next time I play somewhere, Jason, I'm going to ask for a 1959 Sunburst Stratocaster.
Just so you can burn it on stage.
Just so I can set fire to it on stage, yeah, because that's what, you know.
So if you're wondering what we're doing here anyway, basically we're having a look inside the Hippodrome. This is Thursday, so of course everything is
Dark.
everything is dark, and there we go, look, let there be light. And there's still quite a bit of setting up to do, but the Hippodrome is one of the main stages, and this is actually the third year I think that it's going to be, that it's been the main stage, and it's a real favourite amongst the audience members and the artists alike, because it's got such atmosphere and such a sort of historic kind of vibe about it, hasn't it?
This is Dave. Say hello, Dave.
Hello there.
He's the main man at the Hippo.
He is the main man.
No, I'm not.
We're all
All
inside.
main.
Ooh, they're all main men. But we're just going to have a quick look inside.
Full orchestra pit down here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a big stage as well, isn't it?
Huge. This is like the third you can see at the moment.
There's some real atmosphere about this particular building. I love this one. I love it, actually. Ooh, look at that.
Ta-da!
That's looking good.
How's about this then?
Oh, that's very good.
We've got some steps for our elderly drummers.
So now I'm going to introduce you to Colin, who is probably, well, that everybody's as important as everybody else, but he's probably more important than everybody else in one respect, insofar as Colin is the man who stops this festival from bankrupting the whole town, and from people like me and Paddy from hiring Buddy Guy and Eric Clapton. So what are you up to at the moment, Colin?
Right, well here we are. When are we? We're Thursday afternoon, so the most important thing at the moment is just trying to finalise actually the fine detail of all the tasks that our 3 or 4 officers that are employed by Colne Town Council do, bearing in mind we're going to be stretched both ends of the day because we'll be on site at 6:30 in the morning to set up the festival market, and probably not off site until 1 o'clock each morning. By the time that we've shut down the venues in terms of when they finished, that's not necessarily when we finish, because we'll be dealing with some internal matters there as well, and making sure that everybody's safe from the point of first aid, and then releasing first aid. And the phone's going. I'm just going to shut that one off at the moment, and that's fine. And yeah, so that's the thing at the moment. But we're up to something like about 200 odd tasks at the moment, just over the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's not anywhere to do with the project of it coming forward. And of course, from my point of view, this is without having to worry at all about anything to do with the artists or musics, because Jason and Paddy are doing a great job in terms of making. So if that was there, I think I might as well disappear underneath the desk.
Right, we're going to leave you to crack on with that. Thank you very much.
That's brilliant.
Much appreciated. See you tomorrow.
Catch you later. Bye.
So we have just arrived here. This is Friday afternoon. It's at 1 o'clock. And we're at the Muni, and the Muni is one of our main stages. It's one of our 2 main stages. So, as you can see, got a bit of set up going on there. And this is where the first bands will be playing at 7 o'clock this evening, both here and at the Hippodrome. Are the three bands each, and that gets the weekend off to a bang. Right, this is Eugene, who's another essential part of the team. What is it you're up to at the moment then, Eugene?
Currently doing a few maps for visitors so that they can find their way around the festival. So these are for the main street.
And these are they're laminated and stuck out in
laminated, stuck on lampposts all over on the main street, so everyone knows where they're going.
Right. Well, I shan't get in your way.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye. This is Joe Cooney, Councillor Joe Cooney, who is... what's your official title?
I'm chairman of the working group.
Chairman of the working group.
Last 2 years.
So that essentially means that you're the driving force behind.
It's a team effort, but I kind of
you chair it all.
Make sure we're all on track and all heading in the right direction.
Yeah. And how's this year looking compared to last year? Being that obviously last year was the first one, so.
And the biggest thing is we've learnt lessons. We learnt what we did wrong last year. So tickets have changed. Better band lineup, perhaps. More variety. Road closed, more outdoor entertainment, more music, more bars, more busking. So we listened to what people told us, and we've tried to make it even better than we did.
And have you had much kickback about the road being closed? Because this is something that other festival organisers have spoken to me about and asked, like, well, we've been trying to get the road closed, but the locals won't have it. What's the general approach been from the people?
The road gets closed quite often in Colne because we have events throughout the year, so they are used to it. Right. People will always mourn.
So it's not unprecedented? It's
not unprecedented, no. Last year we had to close it because we had that many people on the street. Last year we had to close it for health and safety. So I think people appreciate that we're doing it for the right reasons.
And do you think that actually having the road closed brings more people in?
It brings more of the locals out.
Brings more of the locals
They like to stand on the street and have their beer and chat with their mates who they haven't seen since 12 months ago. So yeah, it adds to that festival feel. And the fact that we now have the festival ticket, you can wander, you can roam, you can just wander around the streets. it should really add to the festival.
Excellent. Well, we'll catch up with you a bit later on.
Yep, have fun.
Thank you.
Yes, but these.
So,
Yeah. So these are going to have to be divvied out. Now, you will get. We have 3 of these per venue.
Fabulous.
So let's just have a gander through this. So, this is basically Bible. So we've got who's actually staffing. Then we've got, that's the details for the hotels, for any bands that are asking, including who's staying in what rooms and at what hotel, so we can direct them. Everybody's phone number, I'd recommend taking a picture on your phone, just in case. Band times that they're actually starting, and then stage plans. Every stage plan for all the bands.
Fantastic.
this is Newmarket Street, and just here is the Hippodrome. We're going to go into the Hippodrome and check it out now that the bands have been sound checking and see how that goes.
Yeah.
And that lady was Ange, by the way, and Ange is one of the 2 coordinators that we have of all the volunteers. So all of the artist side people, so stage managers, stage hands, hospitality, sound crew, and the rest of it, they're the liaison between her and Jenna are the liaison between myself and Paddy in case of anything. So here we go. Can I wear my other hat? Take you in here. There we go.
Thank you.
And that was Trevor. Trevor is the sound maestro for this particular stage, and a maestro is not an exaggeration really. Like, he really does know what he's doing. So I'm just going to give you a quick look here in this area, which is actually behind the safety curtain, and this is where the bands can get set up who haven't gone on yet. So if you have a look there, there's a few bits and pieces, and now we've got there's Connie to go. There she is.
Doing alright. Oh, well, that's alright, isn't it?
You alright, Connie?
Hello, dear. What's going on here?
Alright, no. So, what's going on here to make life actually work properly is that as stuff comes in through the loading, this side here, I'll just take you outside so you can see what's going on here. So, this is the loading. How you doing? I'm Jason. How you doing? Alright. You're Terry? Yeah, we have. So, in through there, sorry. And from here, it then essentially works in a circular manner. So the stuff comes in, goes here. The bands then do their show, obviously, over to the side there through the curtains, and then it goes out and back around and out again the other side.
Last time we said to us, oh yeah, it's up and I paid for
Oh no, I've got wet through.
So I've just seen that you just come in there with some wine. What's that about then? What's your role here? Would you like to explain to everybody what you're doing?
It's just a bit of a runner really, just to kind of make sure everybody's happy and well and have everything that they need. So yeah.
And you're sort of like kind of keeping a buffer eye on the whole
Absolutely.
with all the volunteers, isn't it?
Yes.
Everybody in a yellow shirt.
Yes, that's right. Giving up their time all weekend for the good cause.
For love. Of
For love.
Yes. Well, good luck. Let's keep it going.
Ross is about to do something with.
It's not very interesting. It's nice, babe.
I think. Are you going to watch another act first?
No,
I wouldn't.
I believe she's just wrapping up with Catfish now, so
Lovely.
she's got the interview with them. That's
Great.
lined up. So we're just trying to.
Goody.
So as you can see, that isn't a normal bar. It's normally a hair and beauty clinic. So let's have a word with one of the organisers. What's your name?
My name's Frankie.
Frankie. So how come this is a bar with live music instead of a hair and beauty salon?
Well, the pop-up bar idea is a massive thing that I think Colne's jumping on now. There's a shop just up the road as well, and I know a couple of people did it last year. And basically just for the Blues Festival, people are thinking, you know, let's get some bands on, let's get some beer going, and I think everybody's jumping on the bandwagon basically.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we're back down at the Muni, the Municipal Hall. There you go. And we've got one of the bands, the real bridge between I suppose the new Colne Blues Festival, the new Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival, and the old. And that is the band Slack Alice. And they're on inside. So I think what we should do is go and have a little look and see how they go.
How are we doing? Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
good.
How are you doing?
Good job.
We're just in a little radio interview.
So we're going to have a little look at that from another angle in just a moment. So let's go upstairs, and this is one of the nicest things about this particular venue is of course the balconies, and it's like a traditional old school music hall really.
She makes me wash and makes me clean my own clothes. I do the cooking, I wear marigolds. She is the hardest woman I've ever known. Deep down love her as far as it goes. She's a hard woman. She's a hard woman. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that woman's so hard. She makes me walk the dogs and clean out the door.
If you buy it with one of our lovely pin badges, you can have it for a £5. We've got bargains galore, deals to everyone. You'll have blue for the Blues.
I'll have a red one, please.
And a red one for the young lady.
Everybody gets tired. No, we get tired, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Hi, Jason.
Okay. That's better.
Now, one of the things that we try and do with this festival, as Paddy will tell you, is move people along. So bands that have been buskers get into the pubs, pub bands get onto the main stage, bands that have been playing on the main stages during the daytime get them up onto the evening slots, and then hopefully the headlines. Obviously, this doesn't go on 1 year after the next because you know you can't have the same band on for 5 years on the trot. But it's something that we do try and make a conscious effort to do, and that's to bring people up. And where are we going now, Pat?
We're going down to the Crown to watch a band from London, a fellow called James Sayer. People will be surprised when I say he's a piano player, phenomenal player. So let's go and check him out, shall we?
Piano player.
Yeah.
And apparently Paddy reckons he's going to be on the rhythm and blues stage, which is like, as in Jason's stage, next year, which is for the more funky inclined. And so I'm quite excited. Check out this. Everybody is into the festival special offers. Look at that. Not really sure they should be using our logo, But hey, come on, everybody, it's a town party, and people get bogged down in bureaucracy and rules, and it's not our way. How are we going to get here?
All right.
Is it down here on the keyboards over there?
James Sayer Band.
James Sayer Band. As Paddy was saying there, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that they've got a lot of talent. It's a testament to the popularity of this particular festival that we have people who come from all over the place, and in this particular case from Catalonia.
Yes.
Um,
Hola.
So, what are your names?
Monse, Teresa.
And why have you come? Why have you come all the way?
King.
King.
Well, and many others.
And
yeah,
many others. Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Oh, fantastic.
And what's your name?
Fantastic. I'm Dave Hughes.
Dave.
Yeah.
And what sort of things have you been filming?
To be honest, I've been coming here for like 25 years off and on.
Yeah.
Brought my kids here, the family, my brothers, my sister, my girlfriend, my wife, everything, you know. So I'm on my own this year.
Oh right. So you got freedom to do.
Yeah, I got sort of, you know, to come down, see the place again, film it again, feel the blues again.
Woo, it's busy. That's the Duke of Lancaster. This is Jamie, tonight's stage manager for the Hippodrome. Is everything going all right?
Fantastic. Yeah. We've got a really nice crowd. It's just got bigger and bigger as the night's gone on.
And so highlights so far?
Highlights. Actually meeting this band. They're such lovely guys.
Right.
And Guy Tortura, when we gave him, he's such a professional. When we gave him a 5-minute thing.
It's one of the Daves.
Yeah,
These are the Daves, by the way. Like, you don't mess with the Daves.
When we gave him a 5-minute warning, he wrapped up the song, slick as, and played for exactly 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Natural as.
That's what you want.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So the artist, brilliant.
Cool. Right, let's go and have a quick look at Xander and the Peace Pirates.
Very good, brilliant on stage. I have Jason, who is the artistic director of the Rhythm and Blues Festival. Yes. Would you like to chat to him?
No.
I'll chat to him. Thank you so much for joining me, Jason. How many years have you been involved with this now?
Well, this is only the second year because Colne Town Council have only been running it for 2 years. Mm-hmm. So they made the decision to try and save the festival after Pendle Leisure Trust decided that they couldn't go on with it. But obviously it's a very small council, so they didn't have the necessary expertise to actually organise it. And myself and my colleague Paddy Maguire had been running the Hebden Bridge Blues Festival, which won the best festival in the British Blues Awards 3 years on the trot. So that's why they called. And so this is our second year. The first year we didn't really know what to expect because some people wanted us to succeed, other people probably a little bit less so, and a lot of people were just sort of a bit curious about what we'd do. but we learned the lessons from the first year, and it's been super silky smooth so far. So now we're back at the uni, and this young man, what's your name?
I'm Luke.
Luke is the guard at the bottom of the stairs. Gosh, you can hear the sound there. It sounds like there's a beast in there. And down here, this is the door out to the street, and Luke is basically guarding that, because up there is the backstage area. And it's a fairly thankless task, but everybody, well actually, say thankless, there's no sunlight, but actually he gets thanked quite a lot. Thank you, Luke.
No problem.
I don't want to separate this way. We've been together so long, and I don't want to separate this way.
That's Lawrence Jones. Lawrence Jones is going places, and he's headlining for us.
Roses through the sky.
So, let's have a little look into the backstage area here in the Muni. We've not been here before, have we? Not on the camera anyway.
Hello. How are you
Chris.
doing? Hello. This is. Have you met Marcus? This is Marcus.
It's Marcus.
This is Team A.
Of Lazarus.
Marcus is famous, isn't he?
Absolutely famous.
Legend of my own lunchtime.
How's it going anyway?
We're killing time now because the band's on, doing fantastic out there.
So everything, look at this, all the spreads are done and everything, it's all ready to close pretty much, isn't it? Yeah.
And everything's run to time.
Cool, everything always runs to time with us though, doesn't it, Chris? You know that.
It's a well-oiled machine and an even better oiled stage crew.
Oh, absolutely.
There.
Aye.
How was that then, Paul?
That was great, thank you. We enjoyed ourselves.
Has everybody looked after you all right?
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for having us. We've had a grand time. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So this is the stone trough, or the old stone trough at Kelbrook, which is about, I suppose, about 2 miles outside of Colne, and this is where most of our crew and a lot of the musicians will be stay for the whole festival, and the advantage of that is that I think it's about 35 rooms, something like that. Was that we can tend to block book everything, and then that way the breakfast carries on going till later. The breakfast doesn't finish here till 10. Normally, in lots of places, it finishes at 9. The bar stayed open till 3 o'clock or something like that, till very, very late as well. And because that way we can come back. Hope it's not for one of us. We can come back at midnight or after midnight, and just generally everybody just gets to unwind. So now, though, of course, it is Saturday. The sun is shining. The roads are going to be closed, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get into town, possibly. The main road through the town is going to be shut. It's been shut since 9 o'clock this morning. So I need to get going and round up the crew and crack on with another day. This is the road closure that you can see.
I'm just heading back up the hill. Okay.
What's
We've got Mojo Hands, the
Yes,
buskers.
I've seen them. Yeah.
And she hasn't got any passes.
I know. I've got some, and they shouldn't have buskers. This is an interesting point, right? Buskers are not. They're not eligible to free. They're not. 75 quid's worth of tickets because they're a busker. However, in certain situations, some discretion can be called upon, and this is something that has been pre-arranged by Paddy, and had a little chat with them. So, yeah, it's not an automatic entitlement because you're doing a busking thing that you should have free tickets to the main stages. How would that work, really? So what we're going to do is I'm going to come up and I'm going to go and see them, and we'll sort it out. Right? Okay. Because this one had been rearranged.
About these trivial things, Jason.
So we've sorted out a few little questions there, and one of the main ones, of course, being about some buskers who wanted some free tickets. They'd been told they could get some free tickets, which isn't actually always the case. But basically, one of the keys to having any event run smoothly is not to adhere too rigidly to the rules. Have the rules, but let them kind of be guidance, and you can always use them to say this is why you can't do something when you don't want to do it for any kind of reason, really. And here's something that is backed by popular demand. One of the things that was missing from last year's festival that people were most vocal about was the Thai food van. It's back again, so you do need to listen. And that is the marvellous Lucy's hearing. And we're going to go and take a quick look at Lucy's stage just now, because she's curating the acoustic stage. And this happens every year, doesn't it, Lucy?
Yeah.
And Tom Atter curated it last year, and Lucy's going to do it this year.
Yeah,
and
very exciting.
You've got some good bands or good acts that you picked, haven't you?
Got some amazing people.
How many have you picked?
So I've got 10 coming. So I've got 5 on each day, Saturday and Sunday, from 2 PM till last act's on at 7 PM. So it'll be really, really fun.
Okay. And what did you? How did you make your decision?
So for me, it was all about getting the best of the best. So getting a real range of acts. We've got lots of females coming to play, which is great. I'm really excited, repping the girls. And we've got people that are really focused on songwriting as well in blues, which is really something that I wanted to push this year. So everyone that's coming is really authentic. They've got great material. When they're doing covers, they're putting really good spins on it and pushing the boundaries somehow. So I think it's going to be a really exciting, innovative acoustic stage this year.
And you are also going to be picking your successor.
I am. No pressure.
Right. Now, as this is going out after the event, you can say who it is and why you picked them.
So I have picked Jack J. Hutchinson to take over the stage from me next year, and the reason is he's had a phenomenal year. He's really been on the rise in the scene. He's doing really, really great things with his music. He is a Burnley lad, born and bred in the area, so he's got roots here, which I think is really important as well to keep that in with the festival. But you know, he's making great strides on the scene, and I think he'll be a brilliant ambassador for it. So really excited to have him.
Thank you. Let's go and have a look.
All right, I'm going to wander down.
Okay. And there you can see actually why Tom picked Lucy. She's a phenomenal source of energy and enthusiasm and creativity for acoustic blues, and that's one of the things that has been key with this festival, which we hope to basically carry on forever, is that the baton gets passed from one person to the next each year, so that it's a completely fresh approach to picking the acts for that acoustic stage.
And glance your eyes to the sky.
There's a lot of things that we try and do at this festival, and one of them is including the local bands. And I've got here Joss, who is the frontman and creator of a band called J Bear and the Giants.
Absolutely.
And They are a Colne band, and so from the town. And in previous years, it was actually quite difficult for local bands to get onto the main stage.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks to this very kind man for supporting local blues and getting local Colne acts on the main stage. It's absolutely great.
It's a tradition that we've started today.
Today. And it shall forever continue.
And it will forever continue. That's right. So, did you enjoy yourself?
I had a really good time.
And it's good to play on a big stage in your
Absolutely.
hometown.
It makes the difference. I mean, we've been doing the pubs for years, but playing on the main stage with avid blues fans is just absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much, pal. Thank you to everyone at Colne Town Council, Paddy, everyone. Thank you.
Right.
Bless you, pal.
See you later. Okay, now one of the other lucky things about this particular event, well, lucky for us, is that we've got some amazing photographers and actually a cool videographer called Dave covering the event. Now, I've got two of the photographers, Flo and Baz, here with me at the moment. So, have you managed to catch a few of the acts on so far?
Fantastic acts, mate.
Who are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to, I'll probably say My Baby. Rufus Black, absolutely can't wait to come and see him. Again, fantastic. Crow Black Chicken down at Ground, unbelievable. Some fantastic diverse acts, mate. Fantastic.
Flo, you got anybody in mind that you're particularly going to be trying to photograph?
Lisa Mills.
Lisa Mills.
Not seen Lisa before, so I'm looking forward to seeing Lisa.
Cool. Wicked. Okay. Right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. Bye. So this is one of the Roadhouse venues, and it's fairly, I suppose it's fairly typical to an extent. We've got 11 of the Roadhouse venues this year, or is it 10? And this is Tubs of Colne, and as you see, people are having a pretty good time here. And just across the road, we've got the venue, which is another one of see it there. And a lot of people here, and this is another advantage of having a road closure. You see, not everybody agrees with road closures when you propose them, but the actual advantage at the end of the day of closing the road in terms of safety and making the environment or the ambience of the town work properly just can't be denied. Have a little look up here. Standard blues bands, but like Callum Ingram, he's a cellist, and he's actually a very fine classical cellist, but like he's also a complete beast when it comes to playing that sort of music. So mix it up, that's what I suggest. Have a little bit. If you're ever putting on a festival, never forget to get some street entertainment, even if they're not directly relevant to the subject of the festival, because what that actually amounts to is it's like sprinkling fairy dust on an event. Now, I actually commissioned these guys because I thought what we wanted was at least one blues themed bit of street entertainment, because there are a lot out there, but of various different things. There's fairies and there's stilt walkers and fire eaters and all the rest of it, but there was nothing blues, so I commissioned these guys and they are now available for your blues festival if you want. So Jenna, how's it been going in terms of organising all the backstage people? Like everything running really smoothly?
Everything running really smooth, everybody's doing perfectly, so it's been easy, it's been great.
So we've got one stage manager, 3 stage crew and hospitality, is that correct?
Yep, and then there's also the sound crews, and then there's 2 people floating in between that, so we've just got loads of people who have just done everything that we've needed, and the bands are really looked after, so it's all just awesome.
Thank you. So this is another thing as well that's worth taking into consideration, is that like rules should just be guidelines, and all sorts of music is welcome, all sorts of people are welcome. What is fundamentally the most important thing is that the vibes are good. How has today been?
Challenging, I think, is the easiest thing to say. That actually it's been great, because what we wanted to do was to try and elongate the street to try and bring people all the way up to the top, and it's worked. So we've had a steady flow throughout the town, so hopefully all the businesses will be happy. I think we've had 1 or 2 small minor incidents in what's been a very, very good, well-tempered day really. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves, having a few beers, and who knows, I might do that a bit later on in the evening when we finished.
I think that would be a prudent manoeuvre.
I think so. All right.
But, we've also got Naomi Crew here, who has also been. How many steps have you done today, Naomi?
Over 36,500 steps.
36,500 steps, which is quite a substantial amount of walking, isn't it?
It is when you've got legs smiling.
And what's the highlight of the day so far, really? Have you enjoyed it?
I think it's amazing. It's an amazing atmosphere. The crowds are brilliant, and everyone's been really good. So I think it's just great to be part of it.
Good family-friendly day.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Like these music festivals are not really considered family-friendly generally.
This one is.
John by size of his face went down. This isn't easy. You can do this for 3 days on the spot. Oh, well, I'm glad I cut it for 3 days, not 2
days to recover.
Some shirt, eh?
Surprise!
Sorry, caught you on the hop.
Lisa Mills, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Come on,
Rock me baby, I could do that all night long.
Black
drawers. I love you. Yeah, where should I go? Come here. What about you? Come here. Hey, hey.
Yeah, do that.
Hey.
So it's definitely live.
Sometimes bands have a lot of gear, and this is for a three-piece. And there's no bass player either.
So one of the things about having a festival in Britain is that you never quite know what's going to happen with the weather, and today it's absolutely lashing it down, and this could work in one of two ways. It could either mean that all of the venues are actually very busy because people aren't outside on the street, because you saw what it was like yesterday with you know, with the road being closed and full of people, or it could be a situation where actually nobody comes out. So we have to wait and see. All of the bands are here, everything's running on time, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, but it's now all in the hands of the gods. Let's go inside and have a look, shall we?
How are we doing?
Good morning, good morning. It's actually still pretty early, so the bands aren't starting. The first bands don't start until 1 o'clock, but there are already people in and sheltering. And look upstairs. There'll be an audience. It'll be a bit more than just a paid rehearsal for these bands today. Are you going on now, Mike?
Am I going on? No.
Oh right, you're just lurking at the
just
stage.
lurking and soaking it out.
You get plenty of lurkers at a place like
Oh, are
this.
you filming? Yeah, I'd have said something more
How you
interesting
doing?
if you'd have said I was filming. I'm contemplating it, you know.
You're contemplating.
I'm just think maybe you know, we said what we needed to say a bit earlier on.
Okay, possibly so. Now back up here, kinking in the last stages of planning.
It's a ribbon mic, as you can see. So it needs to know.
Ask him his experience of playing Colne. How was your experience of playing Colne today?
You asked.
I've been asked about it a few times and I've got to say I can't really remember.
All right. And this man?
Sweaty and passionate.
I can't say anything. After my set last night, I was utterly destroyed. So you know, I'm having a great time though. I don't want to go home.
No, I don't want to go. That's what the thing is. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm not going to be playing Colne next year or whatever. You know, it's like for most of this last year, I've been this has been a real high point.
Has it? It's been
coming here. I mean, I kind of wrote 2 songs for this show. The first and last songs that I played. They kind of came about as a result of, I imagine, playing them on this stage. So it's cool. It's a big deal. That's good to hear. It's a big deal.
How was that, Pete?
Brilliant, fantastic. What a band.
What a band, yeah.
So stick around for King King!
Hi, Olivia.
Hello. Oh God, don't please don't. I was going to come upstairs. I thought maybe you're up there, but I'm just going to chill in here. I'll just wait out there.
Yeah, no, you can wait upstairs.
Yeah,
It's either
and
or.
there are a few
That's
people up
cool.
there.
Yeah, there's some of our crew are up there.
Okay, cool, man.
So,
You're doing a little video.
I am. So, because it's the end now, So, there we go. That is pretty much the end of the Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival here in Colne. As you can see behind me, that's the backstage area looking pretty empty. Here the guys are on the teardown. Probably going to be here for a little bit longer. So Trevor,
yes,
how did that go in your opinion?
I thought it went rather well. We had a great time. It was a great selection of bands. I've never seen so many different genres of the blues.
Yes, yeah,
and it was great, yeah.
And it's all very complimentary about the sound.
Well, that's good.
How long do you think you'd like to be here till?
About a fortnight. An hour or two and we'll be gone.
An hour or two. And that's the benefit of having such a very, very slick team here, because it's not just the sound crew either. Like, this is one of the Daves from the Hippodrome, who the theatre people as well. And over there we've got Frank. Frank is the lighting engineer extraordinaire, who's done an amazing job with manually controlling all the lights. There's the other Dave, and it's actually quite a large team effort. And let me introduce you to let me just bring you back to the most important part of the team. And there's the stage manager, Jamie, tonight. And then we've got these guys here. Like,
these guys are the most important.
And seriously, they're like a Formula One pit team, like super slick. Maybe not right now, but it's like watching Barcelona play football, total football. Here we go again. They don't like these analogies, but it's true. It is true. They're so slick. They're like. Did I say slick? Did I say slick? It's moist out there today, but in here it's still very slick.
It's hard not to be slick when you're as moist as we are.
Hope you've enjoyed our little little view of the inside of this festival. There is a bit more to do in terms of dealing with the council and washing up and paying people tomorrow, but pretty much that's it. So see you at whatever festival we organise next, which I think will be Colne's 30th anniversary in 2019. Bye.
Which we bought in, I know it's coming. Marshall head. Three DJ drum kits. 3 cymbal sets. 3 SVD Pro.
What about the spares? Have we got spares here?
Yeah, with loads of spares. We've got spare amps for everything. Most guitar players are bringing all their own equipment. There's only a couple that have asked for some backline stuff, but most guitar players will bring their own amps. But as you can see, there's some pretty amazing equipment down here. It's looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4.